Okay, can you please confirm? Can you see my screen and can you hear me now? Okay, so let's go to RDS. Okay, guys. So this is the dashboard of RDS. Okay. So everything is very simple because we are just need to manage the databases. So on the left side, you have dashboard and databases. So let's quickly go ahead and create a database. On the left side, do you see this? Click on databases. So do you remember we discussed about blue-green deployments, right? You can use it. So do you see this here? Create database. Let's go ahead and create an engine. So click on create database. And guys, I'm telling you, this is the only page that you should, if you concentrate this whole page, the rest everything will be easy because the same page will come when you go, when you restore, when you create new one, when you create a replicas, everything. So, and also the modification is all about editing all these things, right? So if you concentrate this one single, the whole thing here, one page, so it will be easy for you. Okay. So let's go ahead. So choose a database creation method. So you want to go with the standard create or easy create. So easy create meaning most of the configurations will be grayed out. That meaning only recommended settings will be there. But if you go for standard create, all the settings will be there. So based on the requirement, we need to go ahead and select it. So let's go for the standard create to see all the options. Okay. And the engine type. So we have, I told you there are 6 engines, correct? Hmm? So out of this, these are all the engines we have. For testing purpose, for demo purpose, do not go ahead and create Oracle and MS SQL Server because these are all license based. Either you go with the MySQL or you go with the Postgres for just to do the lab. Okay. So whichever the engine is required, you just go ahead and create the engine. So guys, how do we know which engine should be created? How do we know? Guys, you need to have a discussion with the developer. That's a requirement. Okay. Based on the requirement, you need to go ahead and create an engine. So for example, I've just selected a Postgres, and then you have so many versions available here in the Postgres. So because guys, a developer knows, guys, whatever the code that they have developed should be also compatible with the engine version. Correct, guys, developers? Yes or no? Right? Sometimes the developers, right, the code should be compatible with this for that reason. So specifically, they will ask for particular version. So select whichever the version is required. And then here we have next one is templates. We have production, dev, or test, or free tier. Which one we should select here? So obviously the free tier, but I'll be selecting the free tier for launching it, but I'll select production and see and learn all the options what we have, because this is the real time that we should be going it, correct? Free tier, I'll come back and create it. Okay, let's go for the production and see what we have. So free tier meaning all your everything will be grayed out, right? Dev test meaning few things will be grayed out, but if you go for production, everything will be enabled. So based on the requirement, you need to select it. Okay, so I'm selecting it, the production, and here you have availability and durability. So guys, did we discuss about multi-AZ? Okay, so we discussed about the multi-AZ. So multi-AZ DB cluster was not there. This is a new. So if you want to go for the single instance DB, or you want to go with the multi-AZ DB. So if you go for the free tier, it's completely blocked. That meaning, so if you go the production needs multi-AZ, right? High availability. So go for either multi-AZ DB cluster or just DB, If you don't want multi-AZ, go for single degree. Make sense? Got it? So if you ask me the difference between these two, DB cluster and DB instance, you know very well. Cluster meaning the group of instances. DB means, see here, creates a DB cluster with a primary DB with two readable standard DB instances. This one, create a primary DB instance and standby in different available. So this is the cluster and this is a normal setup. But none of it will be visible for you to log in. It's just a high availability. If you select it, the charges will be double and it will be highly available for you, just in case if something went down. Is this clear on the availability and durability? Okay, good. So coming to settings. So here, guys, we'll be going and creating multiple engines, no, in real time. We'll create one Postgres, we'll create one engine, different DB instance, we will create it, no? So how do you identify those? So how do we have instance name? In EC2, we have instance name, no? When you are launching 10 EC2 instances, we'll give the name, no, tag. The same way here also, you need to identify the DB instance, right? So you can just give any name, like my Postgres instance. You can give any name, just for identifying purpose. Okay. And then credentials, master username is Postgres. So guys, here, either you can go for the auto-generated password or you can give your password, like whichever the password it is. And also there is a service called AWS Secret Manager. What is that? AWS Secret Manager. So instead of putting all the username and password here, you can create a secret key over there in the Secret Manager, and you can get it here. Okay. So it's a key value pair where you can go ahead and create you can store a new secret key. So if you want to store it for create credentials for RDS, because you just give the name, you just give the username and password here, and then boom, which database here, and then click on next. Configure the secret keys and review it. So that secret key will be getting it here. So you no need to give the username and password here. For the security purpose, you go for the AWS Secret Manager. Okay, and it will manage. So you don't need to worry about it. So manage master user credits and secret manager. RDS can generate a password for you and manage it through its life cycle. So it will be automatically managed. But if you don't want this, and if you want to auto generate it, you can auto generate it, or you can go with your own password, root 1 2 3 4 5 6, and root 1 2 3 4 5 6. Is this clear on settings? This part? Yes, everyone? Chitty, okay? Okay. So come down slowly. Instance configuration. So which one we should be going for? As we have selected production, that's why it is giving the big boy here. So either you can go with this is instance, same as instance type. Based on the requirement, you just need to go and select it. Let's say, for example, I'm going with 32 GB RAM. For example, I don't gonna launch, but I'm just selecting it. Okay. Whether you want M class or whether you want R class, X class, T class, you select it. Next is storage. Storage type, I told you whether it will support GP2, GP3, IO1, magnetic. So magnetic is not at all recommended. So if at all you need to have a good performance, go with IO1. And you know very well the difference between GP2, GP3, and IO1s, correct? Select it, and minimum allocated here, the storage is 400. So provisioned is 3000. So guys, this IOPS is costlier or GP2 is costlier? This IO1 is costlier, obviously, because you need to give the IOP number of provisioned IOPS here, which will be good, nice, which will be costly basically, right? Either you can go for IO1 or just put the GP2, and GP2 will have 1:3 ratio automatically. So based on their requirement, you just need to go ahead. How much database size that you need, you select it here. Okay, and storage auto scaling. So how much here I have given the storage 400 GB, and here auto scaling I have put it 1000 GB. That meaning whenever your database has reached 400 GB, will it complain? No, it will not complain. So it will keep on increasing till 1000 GB. It will keep on increasing till 1000 GB automatically. You don't need to worry about it. So you can go all the way to 65,000 GB. Okay, so all about configuration. Is this clear on storage part? Okay, so come down. Wow. What is in NR, etc.? Where is that NR? Where is that? I told you, no, just now. What are these guys? What is M, R, X, T and all? Those are families, correct? Instance types. Okay, connectivity. So here, compute resource. So guys, here how you want the connectivity. So previously it was not there. Recently they have added this. So guys, eventually you have RTS. That means you need to connect it from the application only, no? Which is from the EC2 or Beanstack. Somewhere it is from the EC2 only, no? To get connected database. That's the reason why here it is giving you easily nice setup. Don't connect EC2 compute resources. Connect from EC2, okay? And then whether you want to go with IPv4 or IPv6. So it is up to you whether you want to connect it from EC2. If it is connecting from EC2, which EC2 you select it. Previously it was not there. Now this option is there. So it will be very easy. Otherwise you simply launch the EC2 instance and from there you do the connection string. That will also work. This one is also set nicely. The connection will be established automatically. Okay. VPC, select the default VPC. Subnet group, select the default security group, subnet group, and publicly access. Guys, in real time, you should have public access to the database. No, but here in our course, as we are in internet, which one we need to select? Public access we need to select. But now I'm taking the protection, right? So that's why I'm not giving it, because I'm not launching it. Okay. Firewall. Right, firewall. So that meaning your security group, your default security group is there here already. Okay. You're getting it till here? Slowly. Okay. So don't worry, I'm not launching it, Suresh. I'm not launching it. I'm showing you all the options by selecting protection template. Because if I select free tier template, most of the options will be grayed out. So we'll not be learning it. So I'll leave this and I'll come back and I'll launch the free one. Okay. So RDS proxy is the new thing that it got. So basically, it's a fully managed, highly available database proxy that improve application scalability. And this is related to the security. If at all you want to create one RDS proxy. So this is a new one, yeah. Proxy allows you to your applications to pool and share database connections to help them scale. Okay. This is related to the security and database connections and all. If at all you want, you can go ahead. Otherwise, just leave it. And by the way, if you go for RDS proxy, it will be as additional cost. So certificate authority, it is optional. Where if you want in transit security. So it is a default is there. You don't need to do anything. It will be there by default. In additional configuration port. So Postgres works on 5432 port number. Don't change it. If you change it, you need to enable the inbound rule for your default security group based on the number that you have provided here. Guys, is this clear on connectivity? Any doubts, any questions still here? Is it clear? Kitty, all good, ma? Okay. So now I'll go here. Ignore it, Achyuta. So database authentication. Okay. Database authentication. Here, either you can go with the password authentication. We have given now on the top Postgres and root 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can go with that, or else you can go with the password in IAM database connection. With IAM users also, you can log in it. And here we have password and Kerberos authentication. So if we have an active directory services, and you have the username and password there, you can select that active directory and you can use it. But 90% people will go with the password authentication. But if you want to go a little bit more advanced, then you can go with the Kerberos authentication. That means your active directory. So we will be connecting using your normal database username and password. Clear on database authentication? Okay. Monitoring. So this is default one. I told you that there will be something called performance insights. So you can turn on the performance insights. You can do the monitoring, where how many connections are there, how many ideal connections, which is the top host, how many people connected. All those information you will get it if you turn on. If you off it, you will not get it. If you on it, you'll get all this information. Additional configuration. So now here, guys, we are launching the DB instance. Inside that, we will create a databases, no? Yes or no? Inside it, we will create a databases. So it is asking to give one database name inside it. So here, database name. So call it as 9 a.m. demo DB. Something. Oh. Okay. Okay, guys. So parameter groups get it default. So you can here parameter groups are there. If at all you want to give, I'll show you later. If at all you want to give some global schemas and all, you can give the parameter details, global schemas there, and you can select the parameter group here. Previously, we gave it, what is it, sir? Which one? That is identifier, database identifier. This is identifier. This is not a database name. This is identifier. So we'll create multiple engines, no? Multiple engines. So we need to give the name for multiple engines. Each engines will have its own databases inside. So this is database identifier, and this is the database name inside it. Okay. This database name we have given. Backups, guys. Enable automated backups. So you go and enable the automated. What are the backups called here? Snapshots. So you can create this point in time snapshot of your databases, and retention period is maximum 35 days and default is 7 days. Automatic. So when to create a backup? So if you choose a window here, when exactly you need to take the backup, you can mention the backups here. This section, automated backups. You just mention the time when the backup should be happening. Automatically at the time, backups will be taken. Replication. So backups will be taken and put it here in the snapshot section. And if you want parallel to we have that backups to be in another region, replication of your backups, enable it and give which region it is. Guys, this is if at all you need to, if at all there is a requirement, yes, go ahead. Otherwise, don't do it. Right? All your snapshot will be in Mumbai, but as per the disaster recovery, as per the backups, you can store the snapshot in other regions also. Yes. Instead of manually copying it, you can do this automated. Whenever the backup is happening, one backup he will put it in Mumbai, one backup he will put it in the whichever region that you have selected. But it's not all regions, it shows only this 4. Encryption is normal. And log export. Guys, is it possible to do SSH and RTP to the DB instance? No. For that reason, how do you check the logs? So if you select these 2 logs, so these logs will be pushed into the CloudWatch logs. There you can see the logs. Maintenance. So as platform is maintained by AWS, so it is enabling to do any auto upgrades and all. Delete protection is enabled. Guys, everyone clear on all these options? Anywhere, any questions you have? If you are clear on this page, the rest everything is very simple. Everyone clear? Should we go ahead and then I'll cancel this? I don't launch it. Should I'll cancel it, and then should we go ahead and create one DB engine with FreeTire? Yes, let's do that. Babu, Babu, which one? Is this fair? You only tell me, Chandra Prakash. For each and every section, I'm asking you, is that clear? Is that clear? Is that clear? And again, you're asking to explain the whole page. Tell me which one is not clear for you. I'll explain that. Which one? Okay, don't worry. I'll go with this again. Okay. So anyways, we are creating the new one. No, we'll do this. So guys, let's go with the standard create. Okay. And then here I'll go and select the Postgres. Fine. Why you guys are silent today? Are you guys okay? All good? Everyone is okay? What I'm asking, what this universe is asking. Okay. Okay, good. So, okay, good to know. I'm just worried because you guys are silent today somehow. Okay, so we select the Postgres here. So we select the default engine. That's fine. And in templates, which one we should select? Production, DevTest, or FreeTire? I'm selecting the FreeTire. So in the FreeTire, do you need any multi-AZs? So that's why it is grayed out. But do you know all the what is availability and durability multi-AZ concepts? Yes. And then in settings, so we have DB instance identifier. Instance identifier meaning we'll just give the name, no? Call it as my Postgres instance. Just give the name to identify instance name. So here, should I give the password? What is the username? Postgres is the username. Password I'm giving as root 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Root 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And coming down, instance configuration. So we will be going with our favorite T2 micro or T3 micro. Okay. As it is in the FreeTire. Coming down in storage, do you need this much storage for just for so, or should we go with the magnetic, and then just only 10 GB is fine, or else it goes to GP2 and 20 GB is also fine. So don't, because we are not going and putting the data there. Correct. Do you need auto scaling now for our demo purpose? No need, uncheck it. Clear on the storage part? Okay. And connectivity, don't connect to the EC2 instance. So we will be connecting, no issues. Or else if you want to connect, you need to have one EC2 instance here. So let's do not connect. I'll just put it because we don't have EC2 instances. VPC is fine. Publicly accessible, yes or no? Select yes. Okay. So security groups, there is a default security group already selected. Okay. Availability zone, I'll put this database engine in 1A. Do you select RDS proxy? No. Expand additional configuration is fine. Database authentication, password authentication is fine. Turn on this performance instance. I'll show you. Expand, enhance enable enhanced monitoring. You no need to enable it because it will go with the 60 seconds. It will be charged. So don't do it. Additional configuration. Here it is asking for database name. Should I call it as DemoDB 9 AM? Okay. Automated backups I have enabled. So you just put some days. Okay. Do you need backup replication now? No need. If at all you need, you can select it. Now no need. Enable encryption. If you want encryption, enable it. If you don't want, uncheck it. It's up to you. So if at all you want to see the logs, I will show you the logs in CloudWatch console. CloudWatch logs. Rest everything is fine. Anyways, we'll be deleting immediately. Srivitya, no issues. Guys, is this clear? Chandra Prakash, someone who is asking someone. Is that clear for you now? Everyone? What to select, what not to select? Should I go and create it? Click on create database. So it will take a little bit time. It will take a little while. Obviously, yes. Khan, yes. So guys, rest everything all fine. So as it will take little bit time, it will take little while. It is creating. All good. How was your vacation, Sankranti? No, you cannot create multiple DBs. Engines, huh? Engines you cannot. No. If you select auto scaling option, you need no need of any extra setup. No. Just put storage auto scaling maximum value. That's it. Siraj, no. My account suddenly got suspended. What could be the reason? Suspended meaning obviously no payment. You might have not done the payment. You use a free tier, you might have got some bill, some 10 rupees also. And if you don't pay that, they will suspend it. Sir, after how many days of creating an account, we'll get the bill? How many days of creating if you use any service which is not comes, yeah, depend on the usage, yeah, so you can set. Sir, the bill is auto deducted from a credit card. Yes. But why you are worrying on the bill? You got bills or what? Sir, with 1 dB instance, with 1 dB instance, have only one type of DB engine. Yes. Madhavi, we just launched a Postgres engine, no? So it is, when you go inside it, it's all Postgres. You can create multiple databases inside it. Is Beanstalk chargeable? No, if you follow my instructions. But if you have not followed my instructions, then it will be. Yes, I got 200 rupees bill. So Prakash, did you went to the billing part and see where you got which one where? So guys, if you go to the billing section and if you select the bill of okay, data transfer, I told you this. Did I told you guys on data transfer? I told you. So don't transfer the 30 GB data from one region to other region. The snapshots, AMIs, all this. This is the data. This is the charge. I told you create one 10 GB or 5 GB and then start moving it. So that's the reason. 200 rupees not to get wave off. It's okay. Yeah. Come on. So if you get little bit more, uh, if you get a little bit more, like 1,000 rupees and all, uh, you can ask for waive off. But yes, guys, you can create a ticket with AWS saying that I'm a student, I'm doing something, and I got this charge. Please waive it off. And they'll do it only for one time, not the second time. So if you have used that chance for 200 rupees, what if you do some practice, you get 2,000 rupees? That's the reason why I said. Do you see the status is now configuring log exports? And now it is configuring the monitoring. How to check our account is hacked or not? Mm. If you see any EC2 instance is getting launched, right? And if you see any bill coming out, so that's the reason why, yeah, Siraj told, no, that's the reason why you need to set up MFA. Yes. Now it is backing up because we have selected automated backups. Sir, in multi-AZ and read replica, we create backup of database since both are same. Multi-AZ and read replica, we are creating backup of databases. But both are different concept. Prakash, in RDS, the theoretically we discuss only these two. One is read replica, one is multi-AZ, both are different. I told you multi-AZ can be enabled for read replica also. There is a question. Sir, we can't set up MFA to root account. I'll jump from my building now. क्या मुजीब भाई? So we are almost ending the course. Now you are asking, can we set up a root account? Yeah, I'm just kidding. Yeah, please. So, sorry to make that statement. Man, so you have. So I used to get an emails from you. So I mean, some few people from this batch. So much of affection. It's a God gift. Thank you for so much of love. Thank you. Sorry, I could not reply sometimes, but yeah, but I generally read the emails. Why not? Okay. Okay, good. So we have now the status is available. Okay. Now the status is available. So once it is available, just do a small hard refresh so that all the options will be enabled. Okay. So this is successfully created. So there is a question, sir, can we create multiple DB engines of same type in one DB instance for different applications? I think you guys are confusing between DB engine and databases. Is that correct or you're clear? See, what we did, we went and created a DB engine. Yes or no? This is Postgres DB engine, correct? Now, what we'll be doing is we just connected and we will get an endpoint. No, I'll show you where is that endpoint. We'll get an endpoint. No, after creating this DB engine, as per the see what we have learned. Yes, we will connect it to this endpoint to this engine. And then here you create a database. What is the database that we have created just now at the time of configuring? Demo DB, some 9 name I have given, correct? That is your database. Like this, you can create multiple databases inside it by connecting it. So with one engine, you can create multiple databases, which are all related to the Postgres only. Like this, can you create another engine with MySQL? Yes, you can create MySQL engine. And then you can create all the databases inside it. Can you create another Postgres engine? Yes, you can get another Postgres engine. It's up to you. How many engines that you need? And then you get a database inside it. You got it now? Okay. This is called DB. Engine is called nothing but DB instance. This is called DB instance. In one DB instance, you can create multiple databases. Okay. So now this is correct. This is fine. So I refresh it. So if you select it, you see the modify option. So what is this modify option for? So if you click on modify, whatever the selections that we have, configurations we have done, anytime you can go and modify it. Do you see this? You can change the engine versions based on the developers feedback. You can change the password. If at all you forgot the password, you can change the new password. You can change the instance type. Guys, this is how, let's say someone has complained that T2 micro is going very slow. You need to scale up. So how do you scale up the RDS instance? This is how you go modify it, and then you go and select the bigger one. And then if you want to scale, if you want to increase the storage, change it to 220 to 2000, how much ever it is. And then guys, if you want to create a multi-AZ, create it. Guys, whatever we have discussed, you can go ahead and then modify it according to your requirement. Okay. And then, yeah, obviously downtime will be required because this status will be in configuring or upgrading or whichever it is. So now, actually, so this changed again. Okay. Quick actions. Convert to multi-AZ deployment. Do you need to do multi-AZ deployment? No. So be careful. So do not do that because we know the concept of that multi-AZ. Stop temporarily. You can stop it. You can reboot it. You can delete it. Set up EC2 connection. So if you click on it, it will go to the same thing. If at all you have an EC2 instance, so you can connect to it. And then create read replica. Should we create a read replica out of this? Huh? Should we create? Yes, let's create it. See, so how do you create a read replica? Now let's say The CPU utilization is 7%, and no one is connected now at the moment. So if you feel like, what is the role here, everyone? What is the role? It's normal instance. Engine is Postgres, which availability is on which size. So the role is instance. Now I want to create a replica out of it. How do we create a replica? How many replicas we can create for this Postgres engine maximum? 5. So should I go and create one read replica? Let's go and create. How? Select, go here, select it and create read replica. Do you see this here? A replica source is Postgres, and DB identifier. Can I call it as Postgres replica? One. Give some name, and I'll be going with the T2 micro, T3 micro only. And guys, I told you that the replicas can be created in different regions. So this is the. So I'm creating it in Mumbai only. But if you want to create in some other region, you can create it. And 20. Do you need auto scaling or storage? No, uncheck it. Do you need multi-AZ? So do you see this here? Single DB creates a writer DB with no reader. It is selected here, multi-AZ DB instance, creates a primary DB instance and standby DB instance in different availability zone. Provides, so no need, no? We don't need multi-AZ. So connectivity, go with IPv4, don't go with IPv6. Publicly accessible, yes, if you want to go and connect it. Okay, I told you that RRs, read replicas can be different availability zones. This is fine, 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 this is fine. And click on create read replicas. Do you see? Read replica got created. Yes. Now the role, now it was instance, now it has become primary, as per the theory that we have discussed yesterday. And this is a replica. So now it is in modifying state. So if it is in modifying state, that meaning the connections. It's fine. So do you all understood how to create a replica out of it? So this replica, once it is ready, can be promoted to the normal instance? Yes. Actions and go and click on promote. If you click on promote, it will become a normal. A role will be normal instance. City all good, clear? So now I just go ahead and then take snapshot. What is take snapshot? Create Aurora read replicas. But if you want to create, guys, I told you, Aurora is compatible with which engines? Excellent. MySQL and Postgres, correct? So you can, as it is Postgres, you can create a Aurora read replica also. And for if you want to, if your read replicas wants to get promoted, you click on promote and click on OK. It will be promoted. Take snapshot meaning backups. So guys, it will not be. I can. So if I'm going and taking a snapshot, that is automated backup or manual backup. That's a manual backup. So if you click on take snapshot, give some name, but this will not be taken backup because the database state is available or it's not available currently. Currently, it is in modifying state, correct? If it is modifying state, that meaning you cannot take the backup. Let me see. Give some name. Do you see this? It is not currently in available state. So once that is in available state, you can take the backup. It's very simple. Give the name and hit enter. That's it. So let's wait otherwise. So let's see other options meanwhile. Migrate snapshot. So migrate snapshot meaning if at all if you want to migrate from from Postgres to migrate this database to your new DB engine. Guys, now we have selected Postgres, no? So you can migrate to Aurora only. See? Migrate to DB engine. To which DB engine that you want to migrate? Simply Postgres to Aurora. You select all the settings, that this common settings, and click on migrate. So your this will become, instead of Postgres, it will become Aurora. How easy, guys, right? Otherwise, guys, migrating a DB engine is a big headache and big task. Any DBS here in this class? No DBS, huh? Okay. So do you see this, guys? Now it is available. Should we go and take the backup? How? Take snapshot and call it as Postgres manual snap. Give some. Take snapshot. See, the snapshot is getting created. That's how you take the backup. And create RDS proxy is related to the security, and if you want to create more connections and all. So do you see this connection pool, how many you create? That's all. So don't create it, this proxy on the left side. Does everyone understood all this from here, from actions? Okay, now I click on it. I go inside it. When I go inside it, do you see this here? We have connectivity and security, monitoring, logs, configuration, maintenance, and backups and tags, right? So here in connectivity, do you see this endpoint? So this is the endpoint that we got it from the RDS. So in order to connect to this DB instance, so we need to connect to this endpoint. Should we go ahead and then should I show you how to connect to this DB engine? I'll show you. Meanwhile, because it is in backing up state, so let's wait until it is available. Meanwhile, you can connect it also, no issues. So here, networking, the same thing, whatever we have given in the configuration, the same thing you'll get it here. Monitoring, you can create alarms, you can see how much CPU percentage, and you can see DB connections, how much space is. We have gained 20 GB, right? 20 GB free space is available, but it shows in MB. Logs. So logs I showed you, right? So in CloudWatch logs. So there will be a logs created for it, for that engine. Log groups. Do you see this Postgres? Do you see the logs? So these are all the logs that it will get generated on the engine side. So you can create an alarms. So if at all, if you can create an alarm saying that if my free storage is less than 10 GB, send an alert, right? If the CPU utilization is going at this much percentage, send me an alert. So all these things you can create it. All the events will be here. So backing database, what you are doing, everything. Logs here also is there. You can just go ahead and then download it and see. Okay, you can view the logs, right? You can watch same thing. Okay. So you don't need to stop. You can directly modify it, but it will go into a modified state. Configuration, the same thing what we have done the configuration, it is here. Maintenance and backups. So guys, backups, we have enabled automated backups one day. Snapshot, just did the manual snapshot, and there are two automated snapshot got created. One is for normal thing, one is for replica thing. And tags. So it is still modifying. Hola. Okay, now it is available. Should we go and connect it? So guys, this is my Postgres engine. So what is the client that we need to connect to the Postgres? So I have downloaded a client called pgadmin. Guys, there are so many clients available. It's purely depend upon the company and the person. So there are so many open sources are available. Anyone can, yeah, DBeaver also you can. Okay. Okay. So guys, this is the pgadmin. You can just download it from internet. It's free, and it is used to connect. Hey, by the way, what is the security group it is using? Default security group, no? We need to enable Postgres 5432 port number, no? Otherwise, you cannot connect it, correct? So go to the security group, select that, go to inbound tools, edit it. I just delete. So add. So there is see Postgres is already there, which is 5432. I'll go with my IP. Okay. So now I try to connect. So guys, here right click and then register a server. So I call it as some RDS instance. Give some name. Go to connections. Here it is asking for the host name. So that meaning, do I need to give the, what should I give here? Endpoint. Go there and then select the endpoint. Copy it and then paste it here. And what is the password? Root 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So I click on save now. Click on save. And do you see this, guys? It got connected. See, demo DB 9 AM database is there, no? See, now I can create tables inside it, and you can do whatever you want to do. You can do it. So it is not our job now. We will leave it to the developers or DBS to continue from here. But it is, so what you need to do, you set up the DB engines and you should be able to connect. Till there, it is our responsibility. Can you create multiple DBs here? Simply right click and create a database. See? So they will do it. Why we should be worried on it? Guys, understood? So this is how you will be setting up the day. So now, can you connect the same way to the replica one? Or if you go to replica one also, you'll see the. Do you see this? You'll see the endpoint. Postgres replica one. But is it possible to write on these replicas? No. Got it? Only read. Yes. Super. So that is here on the actions. We have just seen all these things already. How to do what are all these things here. And then query editor is not for, this is for Aurora, Aurora serverless. So if you want to create an Aurora database, you can write the queries here itself. Performance insights. So we just selected, see, so all the nice transaction views, everything you will get it here. So which are all the top weights, top SQL, top posts, top users, all you can nicely monitor all these things here. Snapshots. We took a snapshot, no manual snapshot, guys. So manual snapshot, same concept. Restore snapshot, what will happen? If you click on restore snapshot, same options you will get it as how we are creating a DB engine, the same options you will get it. See, I'm restoring the snapshot. Do you see that? Same options you will get it. So you just, is it possible to have a duplicate identifier name in RDS? No, you can give the same name. So give something else, like blah, 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 something else. You give it, and then same options and restore it. So guys, if someone says that, hey, can you please restore my DB? So you just go here, take the snapshots. You already have the automated snapshots. You select it and then restore it. Copy snapshot. You can copy the snapshot from one region to other region. Same concept. And while copying, can you encrypt it? While copying it, can you encrypt it? Yes, you can encrypt it. Share snapshot. Can you share from one account to other account? Yes. Migrate snapshot. Can you migrate to Postgres? The snapshot? Yes. To Aurora. From Postgres to Aurora. Do you see this? To Aurora, you can migrate it. Export to S3. If you have S3 bucket, can you just give the bucket name and click on export? All your 20 GB data will be exported. Yes. Delete snapshot. Everyone understood the concept of snapshots? These are all automated snapshots. The same concept you have it. Same things you have it. Shared with me. If any snapshot is shared with you, you will get it. All the public snapshots will be available here. See, there is a snapshot name called Kya Baat Hai. And you go and restore the snapshot. You will go and restore the snapshot. Don't do that. So these are all public snapshots, which are like Bus will be there inside it. So don't do that. So if you want to take a snapshot, you can take it from backup service. What are all the things that exported to S3? You can see it here. Same here also, export in S3. Automated backup, same here. All your automated backups actions will be there. So manage cross-region replication. Can you replicate it to other region also? Yes. Do you see this? But we haven't used this, right? So no need. What all this replicated? What all retained? Reserve instances, guys. And if you know that you are using this DB instance for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, or 5 years, so you are paying, let's say, 1,000 rupees per month. And if you are sure that you are planning to use it for a couple of years, so we can recommend to reserve it. Yes, reservations is not only for EC2 instances. Reservations can also be done for RDS instances or rest of the things. So how do you reserve it? Simple. Go and purchase it. So click on purchase reserve instances. Which engine that you want to purchase it, select it. Do you see this? Which engine, let's say for example, Postgres, and I want to purchase this. You want multi-AZ single DB, select it. 1 year or 3 years, select it. Offer type, you want to partial payment or how much you select. So you pay this one-time payment and then you'll be charged this much for these many DBs. 1, 2, your wish. So basically, if you want to reserve it, this for what you call discounts. And here subnet groups. I told you that there will be a subnet groups. where you can restrict it by giving CIDR blocks. I mean, not sorry to use CIDR, subnet ranges and all. Parameter groups also same thing. If these are all I told you the global schemas, so auto increment, all these things, you can use these schemas in your engines, in your databases inside it. So developers will be editing these parameters, creating new one. It's up to them. Same things. Custom engines not required. All the events will be there here. Guys, everyone understood how to deal with your RDS, how to create, manage your DB instances, snapshots. Guys, everyone clear? Any questions? Will you able to set it up? So guys, can you take this up? Okay, that. And one exploring task here is, it can be for it is for developers, it can be for non-developer also. So developers, can you prepare a small application that can be Java, .NET, wherever it is, one small registration form, name, address, blah, 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 blah. And then whenever you click on and create a small table in RDS and try to connect that EC2 to this database. And if you click on submit, all the data should be recorded in the database. And if you click on fetch button, if you give some employee ID, and if you click on fetch, all the information should get fetched. Can you do that? For developers, it is very easy, but for others, you can ignore this task. But if you download any sample application, you can do it. So by doing this, you will get a lot of confidence how to connect from your EC2 to RDS. Anyone will this one? Any developers? Will you try this? You're copying it or what? Okay. So once you are done with this, so please go ahead and then any questions meanwhile before I terminate, before I delete? Any questions? It is for global schemas, Prakash. That will be handled by the developers. Certificate update, it is related to your SSL certificate. So whenever you went to it, there is a certificate now already we have added this one. So that will be taken from there. So if at all you want to do some in transit SS, what do you call so this for security purpose, the encryption purpose. NoSQL RDS support. Does RDS support NoSQL? RDS is purely on RDBMS. RDS does not support NoSQL. Simple. Which is the NoSQL database service in AWS? When we go to DynamoDB, then we learn there. Why you are getting here? There is question, when we create multiple DBs, RR also has those multiple DBs. Obviously, if we have replication, that is a replication will happening, from here to master to here, primary to replica. Hanbhai. That is a practical that you should be doing it. Create one database here and see the database is getting created here or not. Sir, for Amazon, cost is involved. What a question. What? Sir, for Amazon, cost is involved. What service is that? What, Chandru? For Amazon, cost is involved. What? I didn't understood that question. Amazon DB. You're asking Aurora DB. See, please, the wording should be very, very careful. If you use these words in interview, they'll simply say that you have not worked on AWS, right? So you should use the wordings properly, not for me in interviews. So what are the tools that to connect to RDS? Just now we have used PG admin. Okay, let me ask these experienced people are there. Guys, can you tell me few tools that you will be connected to the DBs here? Developers, seniors. Postgres is there. This one, PG admins is there. Todd is there, and MySQL Workbench is there. PLSQL developer is there, and DBer is there. Yes, so many clients are available. Sir, one DB instance can be used by different applications. What do you say, guys? That is the purpose of this database only, no, Prakash? That is very obvious question. Yes, Prasanna answered. For one database, you can have hundreds of thousands of connections. Okay. Any other questions before I go and delete it? There was one question where I left. Amazon, Aurora cost is involved or not? That's what you're asking, right? So, AWS RDS, Aurora, free tab. Do you see this? Is AWS a free tier? Answer is no. Okay. Exploring topic, can you please explain again? Exploring topic is like this. So do you all agree that we set up an RDS instance Postgres? You know how to do this? Yes or no? You know this, right? So launch one EC2 instance. Launch one EC2 instance. Launch one EC2 instance. Inside this, deploy application. So using Tomcat or Java or .NET, IIS, whichever it is. Okay. And then that application should contain like this. Application should contain EMP name, EMP ID, salary, for example, department, give some address, give something. So you should create the same table also here. So create a name, okay, demo DB. Okay. Inside this, you need to create a table, no? What is the table that you should create? Create a table with all these fields. Correct? So employee name here, rows and columns you create it, employee name. And then connect using connection string, connect to this DB using endpoint. Okay. And then in your application, there should be here, it should be submit button should be there. And create one more page. Just put the employee ID is equal to, when I put the employee ID, something like this, and hit fetch or something. So it will display all the information about. You'll get all the display information. You put it here in the form page. Developers knows this very nicely. Okay. Understood, Shravanti? Okay. So if you don't want to do this, if you don't know how to do this, you just ignore it, no issues. But try to do it. It will be really nice. Okay. So now I'm just going and deleting it. So delete. So if we click on delete, guys, see, do you create a final snapshot? Don't create a final snapshot. Do you want to retain automated backups? Don't retain it because it will be charged for you. Okay. So call it as delete me. So you acknowledge that you don't want anything. Delete. So you need to delete. So you need to promote. You can promote it, guys. So if at all you want to promote, you can promote it. Otherwise, delete it. As a part of practical, promote it once. You delete it. And also, there is a one manual snapshot we have taken. You also should have to delete it because manual snapshot, there is no retention period. So you need to manually delete it. And rest will be deleted automatically. Guys, everyone understood in and out on this database, RDS? Super. Good. So please do these practicals on this. Okay. And how about tomorrow? Tomorrow we'll take a class. Tomorrow we'll have a class. We'll have a class tomorrow. Okay, guys? Yes. So we'll aim for till next week. Okay. We dragged it, but that's fine. No issues. I don't really care about number of days. Slowly we'll complete it. Okay. But we'll aim for the next week. So we'll talk about a few more databases and then we'll jump to Route 53 is very important topics there. Why, Prasanna? It's if you missed it, yeah, I don't mind. You can check with admin once, okay? And instead of joining all, just find out and then just join only that concept. Otherwise, you'll be bored because that's the same things. Yeah. But check with admin. I'm not sure. Guys, can you give me the final CC for today? Yeah, VP is also there, very importantly. Yes, obviously. How can we leave that? So please complete the practicals. So tomorrow is Saturday, we have class, okay? Great. So that is all, guys, for today. And I'll see you tomorrow with the next topic. Until then, take care. Bye-bye. Have a nice day. See you tomorrow.